Yo, it's your boy Oakley, and today I'm about to do yet another My Hero What If. This is What If Deku had the true power of Obito remastered. So let's get into this. So where are we gonna start off this story is with Deku actually going to the quirk doctor. As he would find out his quirk is energy manipulation. They would dub it chakra, as Deku would have to or Deku would meditate to, control it all. And he would do chakra training throughout the years of him having the quirk. As, when Deku pushes chakra into his eyes, like Uchiha do, he pretty much would gain the Sharingan. So, that's the explanation for that. And I'll say that when Deku pretty much tells Bakugo about his quirk, Bakugo at first doesn't actually get it, but when Deku just explains and shows his power, and pretty much shows that he can walk on walls, because Deku has pretty much wanting to show Bakugo and the other people in the class about his quirk, but he wanted to at least learn how to walk on the wall before before he told anybody, because he would actually have to have something to show off for anybody to actually believe that quirk is good. As Deku's Sharingan would actually be like a one and two Tomoe. So yeah, one of them would be more advanced, but hey man. And really, by the time of the time skip of the 10 years where Deku would be in middle school during the last month of school, he would pretty much, I'll say that he would have a 3 Tomoe Sharingan, and one of them is about to hit that Mangekyo. I'll say they're both about to hit the Mangekyo. So yeah, they're both about to hit like Mangekyo status, and he just needs a push. And he pretty much got like the two Tomoe in both eyes from him sparring with Bakugo, like when they used to be friends, and Bakugo getting totally bodied and knocked out, seemingly making Bakugo look like he got bodied and dead. So he kind of got a Sharingan right then and there, like the 2 Tomoe. And yeah, he pretty much has 3 Tomoe in both eyes at this point. And I'll say that when the teacher is pretty much talking about how they're about to end the class, but he has like one thing else to talk about, and he pretty much grabs the application papers from off the desk and stands up and says, "I know you all want to become heroes," as everybody starts using their quirks. As he would quickly pretty much tell them to calm down. You're not supposed to be using your quirks. But like I was about to finish my sentence, everybody was, y'all want to become heroes, but y'all should look into something else. Y'all kind of trash. Then Bakugo pretty much, stands on his desk like a dumbass. Who stands on desk? Like, just why? Like, why would you do this? So he pretty much stands on his desk, and he starts talking a whole bunch of shit. He's like, "Oh yeah, don't lump me in with all these trash cans. They're all bad. Their quirks are horrible. They're doo doo. They're a bunch of hermaphrodites. They're trash. Like, so he just roasted them all. But no, Deku just kind of like gets up from his chair, and no, I'll say he just puts Bakugo into a genjutsu. He just falls off of the desk, hits the wall. He's just out. So yeah, Deku and the rest of the students leave the class after, Bakugo can't really get mad because he's knocked out when the teacher pretty much exposes Deku for wanting to go to UA. So yeah, Deku leaves, and he's using chakra to basically, he's using chakra in his feet to speed home because he knows he's gonna have to train. So yeah, he's doing that, and I'll say when he's running, he'll run through the tunnel, and like he would run through it really, really fast. So I'll say the Sludge villain wouldn't even notice that he would hear, and Deku actually, kind of kicked the Sludge villain. So the Sludge villain ended up in front of him, like in the air in front of him as it got kicked, and the Sludge villain pretty much just started wrapping around Deku's leg, and Deku is still using chakra in his legs, so he's still running fast. He's like, oh shit. So he pretty much stops and he makes a shadow clone, and the shadow clones pretty much help him try to get the Sludge off, but it's not really working the best you know as the Sludge villain would pretty much actually let go of Deku, and the clones, which I'm pretty sure they clone everything. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they would probably clone the Sludge villain because it was on Deku. I'm not 100% sure, but it is what it is. I don't really care. Let's just say that gets cloned too, and they kind of merges, and when All Might comes through and tries to punch it, it's just not really working. He would just dodge the fucking ear. He would just dodge it, and he would just dodge All Might punch as All Might's like Nani, as actually All Might's about to get captured, and since All Might is running weak, he can't really actually do much. So like it's taking away his breath, and he's already getting weaker by the second. So he's just slowly losing his All Might form as he's pretty much dying. So Deku's over there catching his breath as he pretty much sees All Might get bodied. He gets his Mangekyo Sharingan, and he pretty much makes a bunch of clones, and he makes a bunch of clones, and I'll say that he does the great Uchiha Flame Jutsu, and he does the great Uchiha Flame Phoenix Uchiha style jutsu. I don't even know what to call it, but yeah, he just does that with like a big fireball in the middle, but like fire. It's like fire, but it's in the shape of the Mangekyo, like the Mangekyo symbol. So yeah, it's pretty much that. And Deku is pretty much just did that, and Sludge villains is burning alive as All Might would regain consciousness over time. Because he would kind of deflate too, so he's in Small Might form. And Deku, he's not starting to go blind. He's not starting to go blind yet. So yeah, I'll say that I'll say that I'll say that when he pretty much, he doesn't. He just waits for All Might to wake up. All Might wake up, and All Might tell him the truth. And no, Deku doesn't actually, doesn't actually have to ask if he's going to become a hero or not. And actually, the reason why All Might actually wants to train him now is because, to keep his secret, to keep his secret and to thank him, just do him a favor for saving him. Because who doesn't like getting saved in a situation when you're about to die? So he pretty much wants to train him so Deku can keep the secret, and he pretty much trains him for the 10 months, and you can decide if he gets one for all or not. So yeah, and he's kind of standoffish for it, but over the time of 2 months of using the Mangekyo Sharingan, he's pretty much starting to go blind, and he had to learn. I'm giving him all 5 chakra natures in this, even though Obito really didn't have all the 5 chakra natures. Not without the 10 tails, I'm pretty sure. So I'll say that he can unlock the 10 tails powers later or something. I don't know. Fuck him. But he can. He pretty much I'll say. Fuck. I'll say that he does earth style or something. Earth style. Yeah, he learns earth style to do what Toph did. Pretty much use the fucking sound wave or the vibration to basically know what's going on in his surroundings. So yeah, he's basically doing what Toph did with her earth bending. So yeah, that's what he's basically doing. And now that he's totally blind, he just kind of doing what Toph did. So yeah, Deku until he gets until I know this probably really wouldn't work, but I'm gonna have to try to do something to get, because I really don't have an idea. All I have is that Deku pretty much makes a clone of himself and just switches out the Sharingan, but I don't think that would work. Or maybe he would make a transformation of somebody else in the Uchiha clan, but Deku really wouldn't know about anybody else in the Uchiha clan, because he is still Deku, he just has his powers. So yeah, I'll say that Deku, pretty much after the 10 months of training, he goes to UA. Okay, yeah, I'll say that he actually does take one for all. And yeah, he just uses it in his. He just uses not 1%, but he just uses it throughout his whole body. Because Obito, he low key is pretty smart. Not really low key, but high key smart though. I mean, this man's really just caused a whole war just because. Just because, really. Let's be honest here. Ren didn't even like him like that. He did it for a fantasy, bro. But yeah, he pretty much goes to the entrance exam, and he goes in the entrance exam, and yeah, he's not blind anymore because he's not blind. I'll say that One for All and his chakra kind of merged. So yeah, they merged, and yeah, now every time he uses his chakra, he's using One for All too. So every time he uses One for All, he's using chakra too. So yeah, it's just kind of two powers. And since Deku and this one has like super, like he has better chakra control than like the Sage Six Paths. I'm not saying Obito does, I'm just saying Deku does in this one. Because he has to be able to see. So yeah, when he uses One for All or his chakra, it pretty much like puts in his eyes so he can see better. So yeah, he's pretty much always using the Sharingan. Unless like he's not using that much chakra. So yeah, he's pretty much doing that. And once he gets to the entrance exam, he does the written test, and he does it pretty easily because he is pretty smart. And he does, or he's in the room when President Mike was, and he was pretty much explaining. He was explaining the robot exam as Deku would already have a plan by the end of it, and he pretty much activates his Sharingan, and he just like gets up, and he just gets up, leaves the room, and just goes to the gate. Everybody else comes through, and the gate opens, and yeah, Deku does not fall, so he doesn't meet Uraraka. So yeah, he pretty much just kind of has his head down, because ain't nobody trying to see his Sharingan. He got Mangekyo out. And Deku just Kamawe's away. Since people are kind of actually noticing him, because this man is just like in the back, like far back. Like since he was in front of them when they first came in or came out, everybody else moved forward, but a lot of people were paying attention to him because he just stayed all the way in the back, and he just used Kamawe as he just Kamawe towards multiple robots, and there's just a bunch of them because he made shadow clones. When he came back into the real world, and they just are just sporadically just going around to each, like just going around for the city, using fireball jutsu, using chakra control to just run up the robots, and just literally just using anything they can do. Like Deku, he just took a straight stop sign from the ground, ran up a robot, and just decapitated the head. Like bro, it just got bodied easily. As pretty much he just flips right off of it and just incinerates it with some fireball jutsu, and just makes more clones and just keep on going around fucking shit up. As Deku and the Shadow Clones, they pretty much clear out a lot of robots, so they get like a good 90 points. As Deku just releases a clone jutsu as they all poof, and it's just okay. So it's jutsu is clones, and yeah, his jutsu is well, not his jutsu, but his quirk is clones. That's what they think. But a couple of them think different because they saw him do fireball jutsu. So yeah, it's a half and half quirk, some of them think. But yeah, Deku pretty much did all that. And this is where the 0 pointer pretty much emerges from the ground. And he just kind of knocks over a already broken down building. and just kind of like all the like some of the debris pretty much falls on Uraka, and Uraka's stuck in there. She got like a broken leg or something like that. I don't know why Uraka just couldn't touch the fucking debris to just use her quirk on it and just struggle, just chin walk, just chin crawl towards the rest of the students like how Naruto did. I mean, bro, she's such a bum. Why you have to waste people's time? But yeah, Obito, he pretty much jump off the building and just does like a flip. And since he pretty much sees, I'll say that right before. I'll say that right before. Deku pretty much right before Deku jumps off the building. I say like the wind was blowing, something got in his in one of his eyes. So yeah, when he sees Uraka get caught in the debris and yeah, about to get crushed by the robot, it kind of like gives him like a flashback to like Obito getting crushed by like all the rocks. So yeah, he kind of has like that weird deja vu, and yeah, this is where he gets the Sharingan. And right, remember I was talking about that stop sign? Yeah, one of the shadow clones was still holding it when it dispersed. So yeah, it's just kind of like on the ground now. But Deku kind of has his hand out, and unknowingly, like the stop sign just starts like slowly moving. Then it just flies towards Deku's hand. As Deku just like, oh shit, so he just grabs it and just straight up, I'll say that he actually I say that he pretty much uses fire release on it, and yeah, he just like hits it across the chest and it just starts incinerating. And yeah, he just kind of jumps off of it, does a flip in the air, lands on the ground, and just holds his eye as he's like, oh shit, as his Rinnegan pretty much goes away. And yeah, he pretty much helped out Uraka and healed her, because I'll say if you were pretty much about to try to make a whole world war start, you would know some medical ninjutsu. That's where I'm gonna leave this one off.